Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Crypto Global 100, and this is another requested video by one of our subscriber for the TLM. So let's head over to TLM without wasting any time. You know all the details I have already mentioned in the previous video, but this would be a detailed video for the TLM coin. And I'm gonna talk about the 9 phases of TLM coin, Alien Worlds coin. 9 phases. The ninth phase has just started. You can clearly see here. If I show you this one, phase 9 has started. And what is it going to be? Either accumulation phase or is it gonna be a ranging phase? But first we need to understand the market structure, and I hope it's gonna help you for your learning as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go first off from the day of listing. Okay, you can see what happens usually on the day of listing. We see I usually see a pump and dump, and what happened, the price came up, then dumped, and what happened afterwards? The next day, phase 2, huge sell-off. Okay, after the listing, you see when those people or the whales or the early holders, they sell their coins. Okay, but here the interesting thing was the volume was very low. It was suspicious. Okay, usually we sell off with usually a coin sell off with a huge volume, but here the volume was very low, so it was suspicious from the day one. So this was the phase 2. Now the phase 3 was always happens whenever you break whenever you're done with sell off, the price tends to go to that area where the first candle of the day was closed. Here the first candle was closed on the day 1, and what happened? The price again came back to this area and retested hit. Okay, it retested at this level at 0.7573. okay, what happened afterwards? Again the sell-off phase started. This was not the distribution phase, but you can call the distribution phase, but as I told you, the volume was higher as compared to this sell-off volume, so we can also consider this. Now I'm gonna tell you after a few moments why I'm not taking this as a distribution phase but a sell-off phase. So what happened? A ladder sell-off phase. Okay, you see ladder is forming. We saw here. Okay, you see a ladder being formed. Okay, clearly you can see the ladder being formed here. So it was a ladder down sell-off phase. Okay, it's a new term, but you need to understand those things. You're gonna learn day by day. So what happened after the phase 4? It retested the previous low, and it happened here. You can see right at this area. Once, if I show you, once this level was broken, this was a breakout candle. You see the next candle retested here. And why this was a breakout candle? Why? Because you can see this was the swing low. So no rocket science whatsoever. The next 2 candles started, got rejected, and then formed another swing low, a lowest of them all. Okay, the lowest bottom. Here what happened? Again we saw a double top from here. We saw this one, and we saw, so this was a double top. Okay, this was a double top. Okay, what happened afterwards? We entered into the phase 5. Now this 5 phase, the 5th phase, was a distribution phase. You might be wondering why this is not a distribution phase and why this is a distribution phase. Okay, by now you must have understood that in my previous videos I have already told you guys that the distribution phase means, and accumulation phase means, that we have a small size candles. Okay, let me clear. This is the distribution phase. Why this is the distribution and why this is not a distribution phase? Reason being, these are huge candles, large size candles, large sell-off candles. You can see large selling pressure. But here distribution means selling in a very low volume in a very small size candles. You can see the volume was extremely low. If I show you, if I bring up the chart here, so the volume was very low here. Down there the volume was very low, and you can see the distribution here. This was the area where it was indication that we might be going to form swing low, and we're gonna start a new accumulation phase soon. So what happened afterwards? You see the distribution phase was converted into the accumulation phase once this area was tested with a very low candle. You can see very small size candles at this area, means the price was not going up, not going down, but staying at a parallel level, at horizontal level. And down there you can see the price was, volume was very low. So what happened afterwards? The accumulation phase started. The price started to break this area. You can see this small candle. If I zoom out very largely, you can see this area. Once this area was broken with this green candle, it was a breakout candle, and this green candle was, if I show you, the volume started to increase from here. So this green candle was an indication that we might be breaking out soon. So it was a great entry at this area. So whenever you come out of the accumulation zone, you have to take entry on the first candle or the second candle on the retest here. So it was an indication, and you can see the selling volume was very low at this candle. Okay, again let me tell you, the selling volume was low, buying volume was high. It meant that we were now about to break out. And what happened after that? The breakout happens with a large volume. Okay, so we were from the sixth phase 6, we've entered into the phase 7 with these breakout candles. The breakout happens, and what happened afterwards? The price made a swing high. Okay, and it made the swing high, right? Let me show you where it made the swing high, at this area, this breakout candle. Okay, it tested the swing high, and it tested at this breakout area. So it was a major resistance. And what happened afterward? After making a breakout, after the breakout, usually what happens, we see a retest. And what happened? It retested at this area. You see, it retested. You might be wondering why not this one, because the next candle already retested this one, and this also got breakout, but again the next candle retested it already. So these two candles were remained untested, and here you can see after making a swing high, it retested here, and you can see retesting at the breakout. Okay, so this was the phase okay, this was the phase 8. Sorry, this was the phase 9. Sorry guys, this was the phase 9, the retesting. This was the phase phase 8, and this was the phase 9. Let me recorrect it for you guys. This is the let me readjust this, phase 8. That would be 8, and this would be the phase 9, just to make sure that you get the right picture. Okay, this was the phase 9, and now let me just correct the last one, the 10 phases. Okay, these are the 10 phases. Now here you can see what happened afterwards. Once the retesting happened, the price went up, retesting the previous swing high, and then the price started to move in the sideways or in the ranging market. You can see here, which is happening here right now. Again, let me just show you here. Now take a look at this one here at the accumulation zone and the distribution. You can see the volume was very low, but here in the ranging market, the volume was higher. It was higher than the low volume of distribution and accumulation, and then the price started to accumulate. Range. The price started to range. Okay, at this area. Now after the ranging market, I have been making a lot of videos. Okay, after the ranging market, now the price has come into the phase 10. And why? Because we have broken down this ranging phase. Okay, now that phase 10 is started. Now what could be the possible scenario? Is it accumulation or is it ranging? It depends on these three candles and the upcoming candles. It will decide. As you can see, the volume has started to slow down a bit. It means we might gonna form low volume bars, and with low volume candles, this could be an area of accumulation and could be a new support around 0.1888, or you can say in between the range of 0.2380 and 0.1888. Okay, or surrounding areas. Okay, so what next has to happen is that it needs to form a support around this area. It would mean the price is accumulating and volume should be low, it means the price wants to stay here. But if it breaks further, okay, then we might be going to retest at 0.1358, sorry, 0.1358, and if it goes down, we might gonna retest again. So it will the behavior of the candles is going to decide what's gonna happen next, okay. So you have to keep an eye. If we break this level, then the price of 0.1358 is gonna test, and from there we can see a retracement. And if it continue to move up and down like this one, okay, with the medium volume, you should consider this to be a ranging phase. If it stays small, with a small candle with a small volume, then you should consider that to be an accumulation phase. So if it goes into the accumulation phase, then you should buy, because after the accumulation phase the price is gonna break out on the upside. But in the ranging market, all you have to do is you can do the scalping, okay. Never buy in the ranging market, only do the scalping without because if you buy, it can break down below as well, because it's not the bottom. The bottom is here. Let me draw the bottom here for you guys, and I'm gonna wrap up the video for you. Now this is the bottom, okay, this is the bottom area, 0.06. so the price can ladder down to this area. For example, if you could have bought at this area, the price may go down to this area, but you have options. You can still average down your entries, okay. You have multiple options. You can either scalp at this area. If it goes down, you can average down your entries. Next up, if you don't want to do this, wait for the accumulation, and if accumulation started, then you can place your buy orders here, and once the accumulation ended, the price is gonna break out. So this was the detailed analysis on the TLM coin, Alien Worlds coin. I hope you must got some sort of education as well from this video. So if you still have any questions, then please let me know. This was the 10 phases of TLM coin and detailed price analysis. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.